Hello, cool cats and kittens. It is Andrew here from ITB with OWC's Thunderbolt 3 dock. There are many of them out there hitting the market, and OWC is definitely one of the most capable with a couple unique properties that almost no other one out there has that make it definitely a force to be reckoned with when you're considering which dock to pick up. Obviously, Thunderbolt 3 docks are not for everyone. They're definitely more on the pro side of things because they carry a heftier price tag and a lot of I/O that a lot of regular people aren't going to use. They don't have that many things to plug into their machines. Of course, they have a less expensive USB-C dock for those new MacBook Pro and MacBook owners that is almost as capable, but it lacks a lot of the pro features. So on here, there's just a ridiculous number of ports, almost more ports than any of the other docks that we've seen out there for the new MacBook and MacBook Pros. Of course, everything works over that USB-C cable using Thunderbolt 3. Inside of the box, you're going to find everything that you need to get started, including the Thunderbolt 3 cable. I know a lot of people worry about, do they come with the proper cables to actually plug it into my machine? Yes, it has all the power cables and a shorter USB-C Thunderbolt 3 cable, which is literally all you need. You got that, you are good to get using this dock. So let's go through kind of the basic stuff first before we get into actually looking at how this dock works and what is included on it. You have the power cable, which is definitely quite large. It's on the larger side, but they do that to keep the actual size of the unit a little bit smaller. And then of course we have the Thunderbolt 3 cable. When they start to get longer, they get more complicated, which means they can't run as much data and they lose backwards compatibility. So a decent size, though it is a little bit on the smaller side. So you might have to pick up a little bit of a larger one if you have this in a further to reach place. One of my small complaints about this dock is the ridiculous logo emblazoned across the front. It's got OWC and Thunderbolt 3 dock just scrawled right across the front, which seems a bit ostentatious to me. I kind of just like the look of the silver. But on the good side, we have a high-powered USB 3.1 Gen 1 port on the front, a headphone and audio jack, as well as an SD card port. All fantastic, almost none have the SD card port, and I like how the audio is in-out audio and works for the headset as well as just audio. On the back of things, we have USB 3 Gen 1, we have 4 more ports, and optical audio, which is fantastic. I love optical, it's one of the most high-quality ones out there. Then of course we have Firewire 800, so I still have some legacy drives on that, which is nice to see. And you of course have Ethernet. Rounding out the pack are 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, which doesn't matter which is which. One goes in to your computer, the other one can connect to any other peripherals. And then mini Displayport and power. I like that they didn't use a regular Displayport because I know a lot of Mac owners have those mini Displayport adapters already. On the front, when it's powered up, the light comes out from underneath, which I thought was a really nice touch. It's not kind of ridiculous and bright in the front, it just goes subtly underneath, so you can still see it's on, but it's not blinding you unnecessarily. Are we missing any I/O here? Really, the only thing that I can think of that I would love to have on here was maybe one eSATA port for just being able to connect drives really quickly and easily, or any really legacy drives, because they do go over at 6 gigabit per second, which is handy. And then of course an HDMI, but none of them have HDMI, and I would really prefer a mini DisplayPort over a regular DisplayPort that we've seen from other drives like the CalDigit option. Since we are talking about monitors, you can actually hook up a 5K monitor, no problem, or 2 4K monitors through this cable. It is that powerful because Thunderbolt 3 is 40 gigabit, so you can hold up to 1 5K monitor or 2 4K monitors with this, absolutely no problem at all. I really like how OWC seems to really have thought out a lot of the options. Like, they realize the need for things like SD card, and the fact that the in-out audio works with a headphone and a headset and a mic and everything in one port like they do on your phone, and not 2 separate ones, one for headset and one for headphones that we've also seen in the past. And I love how the port on the front is just as fast as the ones around back. I feel like a lot of times they may include slower ones on the front, but this is awesome. They include 5 USB ports, which is very, very powerful. I do wish it was a little bit more compact or option for vertical, but just a small complaint at that point. If you would like to pick one up, you can find a link below in the description. I'd love if you could subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And until next time, it's Andrew for IDB.